Orange is the New Black is the hottest show on television, and it's not even on television.
I know.
The gritty prison drama is the #1 show on Netflix, and it's had us binge watching all week since it was just released.
Yeah.
You just take a look. It's amazing.
I gave you cigarettes.
And I gave you cake, but that don't mean that we're friends. And those cigarettes, they were fucking stale.
Listen, can we just talk about this like responsibly?
No. I'm not talking to you. I'm telling you. If any of your girls touches any of mine, there's gonna be more than salt in your food next time.
Gloria.
You understand me?
Ooh, that was a good scene.
Yeah, you understand me?
Yeah, she
Love
doesn't
that.
play around. Here to talk about the new season, which just became available late last week, is Orange is the New Black star, Selenis Leyva. Welcome to Arise
welcome.
360.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so you know we're obsessed with this
Yes.
show. We
That's
haven't
good.
slept all week. Thank you very much, Selenis.
You're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Now, Orange is the New Black. It's a gritty and funny prison drama, and basically it follows the eccentric cast of characters, these inmates that are locked away in a female prison in upstate New York.
Yes.
Did you have any clue that this show was become such a cultural phenomenon?
I had no idea. I mean, I knew it was going to be good writing. Genji Cohen is amazing. I was such a big fan of Weeds. But this amazing, phenomenal thing that's happening, this movement, is beyond our wildest dreams, to be honest.
And it's actually based on a true story.
Yes.
It's a memoir. It was a memoir. a
Piper
best-selling
Kerman's memoir, yes.
So Piper Kerman was a woman who had turned her life around, living in the suburbs, and then all of a sudden, a past crime comes back to haunt her.
And she has to, you know, go away to this federal prison, and she meets a bunch of interesting women, and that's where Genji was like, I'm going to use this to tell stories about women that normally would not be told.
It's true.
That would not, that network TV or just Hollywood in general would probably go, no, we're not really interested in that.
And the show has been so embraced. The critics love it. Laverne Cox is on the cover of Time magazine.
Amazing.
Representing for the transgender community.
Amazing.
And it's being discussed in universities around the country. I mean, women's classes, feminist classes. I mean, did you know that it would have such, one, a cultural impact, but two, such a social impact as well?
You know, I don't think any of us were prepared for this, but it's so fulfilling that it's not only just entertaining and really good writing and acting, and then at the same time it's starting real conversations. You know, I know that Laverne's story, you know, is being told, and that's opening conversations across the world, really, about transgender women and men that have never ever been touched before. So this is a good time. And I'm so grateful to Lionsgate, to Netflix, to Genji for really saying, you know what, it's time. It's time to tell a different kind of story with different types of people.
And we're also getting to see what it's like for women of color in this system as
Amen.
well. Yes.
Yes.
And those women are often ignored.
They are ignored, they're forgotten. You know, I think that hopefully conversations will continue. This is not only entertainment, this is eye-opening. And we're not going to forget a lot of these women. We have a responsibility as a society, we have a responsibility not to just lock away these people and forget about it.
Yes.
You know, reform. You know, you have to do something, you have to educate, you have to make sure that they can come out and be responsible citizens that can live and work amongst us. So I'm really excited about this show and everything that it's been doing.
Well, let's talk about your character, Gloria. We love Gloria. She's like the leader of the Latinas there, and she's also the head chef of the prison. But is it true that you took this part before even knowing much about the character?
Yes, I went in for another character, and you know, as it happens so many times in actors' world, you know, you go in for something, you don't get it, and you just think, oh well. But in this case, I got a call a couple of weeks after that saying, you know, they're offering you the role of Gloria Mendoza. And I was like, who's Gloria? And they were like, you know, she's this Latina. I said, all right, I got it. It's fine. Because, I mean, as an actor, you want to work.
Yes.
You want to work. And I knew that Genji Cohen, I mean, I needed to work with Genji. This is one of those roles that when I didn't get the original role I went up for, was
Which
like
role was
devastated. I went up for the role of Aleida.
Okay.
And they cast a wonderful Elizabeth Rodriguez, who's absolutely divine. We all got the roles we deserve to have. You know what I mean? I think the casting, Jen Houston was amazing in the casting process. So, you know, I don't know, just being part of it has been great. And Gloria got to grow. I got to have this amazing experience of allowing the writers to see me in a different way and to develop the character with me, which was great.
Now, Gloria is having a great second season. I mean, you are just running the show. It must be a dream to not only be on a hit show, but to be such a prominent character on a hit show.
To get to play. I think that one of the things for first season for me was always like sitting in the sideline going, I want to play. I want to play too. You know, but because I wanted to interact with all these amazing actresses. So second season, the fact that I got to do so, the fact that they did a backstory on me and really showed Gloria in such different ways and different lights. It's an actor's dream come true. Yes, it is.
That's one of my favorite parts of the show is when you show those backstories and the characters' life that led them to where they are now.
Yeah.
So can you give us a little insight to what your backstory is going to be?
Honey, I can't spoil
It's
anything.
available on Netflix.
Come on, it's available on Netflix.
All right, fine. Well, what type of preparation went into playing a prison inmate?
You know, I was fortunate enough to work in a theater arts program years ago when I was freshly out of college and, you know, struggling actress. I did a lot of educational theater in prisons. I went to juvenile halls, I went to prisons, and we had a program where we worked with the inmates for about 6 weeks at a time and developed plays, scenes, and they were the most amazing human beings I met.
Wow.
Smart, so smart, with so much life and stories that it was something that I had to walk away from eventually because I started working, but also because it became very painful because I realized they don't belong here. We failed them. Somewhere along the way, we failed them. So that was hard, but I was able to go back to that time and really use that with my role.
Now I have to ask you a question.
Yes.
If you were locked up, what would you miss most about the outside world? And how do you think you'd do in prison?
Oh my goodness, I would miss the little things. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I mean, aside from my loved ones, my family and my cat and dog, my daughter, I would miss, you know, just walking outside.
Yeah.
A shower, a you know, peaceful shower. I love taking baths, you know, just filling up the bath. I would miss those things. Alone time. There's no alone time in prison.
Right.
So I would miss that. That would be something that I miss. And if I was in jail, to be honest, you know, I'm from the Bronx. I would make it work. I would find a way to make sure that I became the leader of something or latched on to some strong group. I'm not playing.
You want to be protected, right?
I need to be protected and safe. So in that thing, I think I'd be all right. I think I'd bring back my Bronx roots.
Yeah.
Right, got you.
Yeah. You're like, don't mess around with the boogie down.
Don't.
Well, one of the things that's interesting about this show is most actresses, they go to work, they get all dolled up in hair and makeup, but you all go to work and you get make-unders. Is this
strip us.
I know. Is this liberating for you or is it frightening? You see every flaw on this show.
And they add stuff too. Like I'll go in and I'm like, oh look, they're like, great. Let's emphasize it. And they literally make a big production. I'm like, don't do it. But I think that in the beginning, I would have to say maybe the first 2 or 3 episodes, I was devastated. I was like, do you really have to do that? Can you add a little more? And they were like, no. But I have to tell you that it's gotten to a place where it is liberating to just focus on the character, the work, and not worry about tucking it in, sucking it in, you know, how good you look. It's about the work. And I think that that's why the show is a success, is because it's about the work. It's not perfect. It's, you know, at times it's ugly, it's gritty, but that's what's speaking to people. You know, these are real women with all their flaws out and about, and yet they're beautiful. Yeah. You know, so it is liberating.
Well, speaking of work, you're working on another project, a comedy coming out with Melissa McCarthy. What can you tell us?
My God, Melissa McCarthy
hilarious.
and Bill Murray and Naomi Watts. There's a lot of wonderful people in this film, St. Vincent, and all I can say is that Mr. Bill Murray is genius, and everyone is in the film, but he, I mean, watch out. Academy Award, I would say, is coming knocking somewhere. Yeah, I think so.
How soon will the film be released?
I think that it's sometime in the early winter, I believe. Yeah.
We'll be waiting for it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We're going to finish watching tonight
Yes.
and tomorrow night. So we're
Don't
not gonna
complain
sleep.
about being tired.
I know, we're gonna get it all in. It's so hard to turn away from it.
No, it's addictive. It really is.
Well, thank
Is it
you.
addictive for you?
It's
all?
addictive.
Yeah.
I'm up to episode 7 because I keep going back and rewatching stuff because I'm obsessed with my cast members.
Are you a binge watcher?
I love to, yes. You know what?
Okay.
Netflix has done something amazing for everyone, including myself, where I have been able to watch episodes of other shows. You know, aside from the Netflix originals, I've been able to binge on like other stuff
It's true.
and love it.
Well, we'll keep binging. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much. Thank you.
You're watching Arise Entertainment 360.